imagination. And that technique is doodling. That's right, just plain doodling. If you're like me, you had your most pitiful experience with this in high school science labs. It's amazing how those little mathematical equations and formulas turn into little snakes, and there's all kinds of weird things. Now, keep in mind, doodling is not the same as drawing. Drawing is the visual representation of something that you see in front of you, a person, a place, an object, or something that you have in memory. Doodling is the visible representation of a wandering mind. Doodling is like taking your mind off of its leash and letting it run around the backyard, discovering all kinds of cool things. Now, doodling helps the imagination in a couple of different ways. First, it allows you to connect with your subconscious mind. See, now when you're drawing, your conscious mind is busy focusing on the object that you're trying to represent on a piece of paper. Doodling is most productive when there is a lack of focus. Let's say you're talking on the phone with somebody. There's a piece of paper in front of you. You start drawing on it. Well, your conscious mind is busy carrying on the conversation you're having with the person on the other end of the phone. This gives your subconscious mind a chance to express itself in your doodles. But why connect with the subconscious mind? Well, remember when I first started how I told you how powerful and amazing the human mind is? Well, the human mind is the world's most amazing and the most powerful recording device. You may not know this, but every single thing you've ever seen, everything you've heard, everything you have experienced from your earliest days to today is recorded in your subconscious mind. Think of that amount of data. It's almost mind-boggling. In fact, there's many people who say, I can't have that all in there, it won't fit. Actually, it will. According to the Scientific American, the normal human brain has 2.5 petabytes of storage capacity. That's 2.5 million gigabytes. To give you an illustration, 1 gigabyte, if we converted that into just printed pages like Microsoft Word, that would be a 500-volume encyclopedia, with each volume being 1,000 pages. That's 1 gigabyte. You have 2.5 million of those in your mind. So you'd have plenty of room. Now, for most of us, that massive storage drive is not directly wired to our conscious mind. But it is connected to our subconscious. In fact, one of the main purposes of the subconscious mind is data storage and data retrieval. Doodling gives your subconscious mind the opportunity to take those concepts, those ideas that it has in your subconscious mind, put it down on a piece of paper, where you can study it, where you can evaluate it, where you can share it. This is the beginnings of creation. Now, on your tables in front of you, I have some envelopes that say, please don't open now. There should be one for each one of you. Do me a favor, go ahead and open those up. Take out one. Raise your hand up when you have it. No, raise it up when you have it. I'm sorry, I didn't get one for her. I'm sorry. All right, this. There you go. This is a gateway to adventures past. A means by which to resurrect dreams and memories long forgotten. This is one of the most versatile, one of the most recognizable, and one of the most affordable tools we had growing up to enhance our creativity and imagination. It didn't cost very much. You all had enough to buy this, like a whole box full of them. Didn't take batteries. You didn't have to feed it. In fact, the only thing you had to watch out for was to make sure your little brother or sister didn't eat them. And talk about versatile. With this, you could create anything from a galactic star chart to a DNA molecule. Of course, now, some of our masterpieces were a little bit more difficult to recognize than others. So for many of us, our parents would get us one of these. You know, just to add a little structure to our masterpieces. But of course, for some of us, instruction was a bit difficult. We were excited. We had a hard time staying inside the lines. But we kept at it. We practiced. Because we liked it, because it was fun. And because it was fun, and because we practiced, our visions, our images soon began to take on a life of their own. So, I want you to remember the limitless possibilities this thing provided just by pressing it against a piece of paper. But by the way, there's a special reason I chose this particular color. Back in the mid-1950s, a gentleman by the name of Crockett Johnson wrote a book, a children's book called Harold and the Purple Crayon. It is, some of you have read it. It was a great story about a young boy and his purple crayon. He would go outside, draw a boat, and go off sailing, draw a bicycle, and go off on an adventure. Very, very popular book, even read to this day. In fact, it was so popular that last year, believe it or not, they turned it into a movie. Wow. It's almost like they wrote my script for me. So this is not just a symbol. This is not just a metaphor. This is literally a key to help you unlock the door to the limitless potential we all enjoy growing up with our imagination. Feel free to doodle on the envelopes in front of you. Just not right now, because I've got a couple of more techniques that I wanted to discuss with you.